Welcome indoor cycling fans for the first stage in the Zwift World Tour Series. Today's stage in Richmond, a big loop, including all the climbs, very hard stage. And we have 53 riders competing today. And as always, RF in the blue and white jersey on the blue Tron bike. A stage where we might see quite a lot of attacks. There's some really punchy climbs with inclines up to 18%. So for sure these 53 riders won't stay together. As you can see on the mini-map, already a few riders being dropped. And for those who've seen the previous videos, some of you might know that RF is on the way of recovery, coming back from surgery. The riders are nearing the first climb of the day. NRF already trying to set the pace up front together with BG from GTC. RF pushing on. And the whole pack is being stretched out. Higher inclines of the climb, 10%, 11. And just as Stefan van Rooij says, take it easy, 12 more climbs up ahead. But it seems that RF, German rider Bergs and BG already tried to lose a few riders. They have a gap of 7 seconds. Things are looking good, but the race is still long. RF's the first rider up top. And 3 riders in the front. RF, Bergs from Germany and BG from Scotland. It looks like BG has a teammate in the second group, Nick Vaughan. So will they try to push on? The gap's now 10 seconds. Here's the second climb already. Climbs following up fast. This one is really hard. 14%. Riders are being dropped, but there's a group closing in. Gap's only 6 seconds. Gap's slightly increasing. BG setting the pace. So the first part of the race is the Richmond course reverse. Later on they will go straight forward, the normal route. So at the final part of the race, riders will climb up on these cobblestones, but now they can take things easy and descend. Gap's only 4 seconds. It looks like these two riders are being chased. Of course, there's still a big group chasing them. But okay, they had their first moment, shaking the trees, dropping a few riders. It paid off. Now it's one big front pack once again. As you can see on the mini-map, a lot of damage has been done already after 4.6 kilometers into this race. We have 27 riders in the front group, so the entire pack is split in half. Seems like the first moment where the pace just drops a little, and in the background riders are coming back. Good job there, chasing the front group. And it has paid off. So maybe this is why RF is moving up to the front once again. Front group stretched out. Again, these three riders, RF, Cooney and Andereggen, drop a few riders once again. Andereggen from Switzerland now taking over in the front. together with Cooney from the UK. They're joined by Hansen and Schmidt Millward. Also Stenvik from Norway. It looks like they're not going to succeed. More or less everyone back together. But in the front, still pushing on. One rider struggling at the back. And here's another climb. Pretty much continuously 5-6%. And a reminder of Stefan van Rooij, 10 more climbs up ahead. The group stays well together. Looks like RF is struggling a bit at the back. Moving up front. Already gave a lot in these first few kilometers of the race, but now he's back up front. Looks like no gaps are being created on this one. Pretty long climb, but everyone stays together. Now an attack. Enregen from Switzerland. Created a gap for himself, 4 seconds. And RF was struggling a bit on that previous climb, but now he's leading the chase. So Cooney, O'Malley, Vaughan and BJ pushing on. Cooney taking over. It's a good attack from Andereggen. He stays up front. Gaps more or less the same. And RF using his aero boost. Maybe he can bridge the gap himself right now. Almost in the wheel of Andereggen. Gap with the chasing group, 7 seconds. Can these 3 riders hold on? RF put himself in the wheel of Cooney. Cooney in the front. Gap of 8 seconds. But of course, still a long way to go. And already another climb. And the gap's shrinking fast. 3 seconds. Although that group is stretched out, so maybe a few riders might get dropped here. And RF pushing on. And here's BJ. With a strong push, it seems. Yeah, bigger inclines of this climb. So it's obvious, this is a really hard stage. But we still have a big front group. Oh, and it looks like RF struggling a bit. High incline, of course. Riders coming from the back, pushing on. And RF has to let go for a brief moment there. Maybe he realizes he can put himself in the middle of the pack. Just take a short breather. Of course, he has to make sure he stays with that front group. Riders being dropped. O'Malley. 8 seconds behind. Remember, O'Malley was in the front group just a bit earlier. And now take a look on the mini-map. Stretched out group in the front, stretched out group in the back, and RF exactly in the middle. Needs to push on this second climb. And that's exactly what he does. The Looks like he was clearly saving energy for a brief moment. Now he's back in front. Make sure to keep an eye on that mini-map. Definitely riders in deep trouble at the moment. Falling back, Cooney, Van Rooij, Ria, Hansen. All falling back. Also, Cooney was in the front earlier in this race. So maybe wasted too much energy too soon. It's not easy to find the correct or best strategy in this race. Going down the cobblestones for a second time. So RF was really pushing on in that first round, but in the second round it looks like he tries to relax from time to time. And BJ is being caught, so all back together. So let's go through a few names in this group. Hogseth, Bergs, Stenvik. So we have two Norwegian riders, Hogseth and Stenvik. Saiz from Spain, Mike Spey from the USA, Vaughan and BJ, teammates from Scotland. Cordero from Portugal, Millward, Marix from Germany as well, and Huberix from the Netherlands, from TFC, here in the yellow jersey on the yellow Tron bike. It looks like in the background, Cooney is almost back at the front. Amazing effort. He was 10 seconds behind on the front group. Is he able to bridge that gap? Sure looks like it. But he still needs a final big push to really come back in this front group. Make sure to keep an eye on him on the mini-map. Cooney is the one chasing. This is the moment. Tempo drops. And Cooney almost rejoins. Excellent effort, great job. But of course that costs a lot of energy. Hopefully for him, he can rest a bit. Here he is. And immediately moving up to the front. In that black jersey with pink sleeves. Coming all the way from the back and now pushing on in the front. Amazing effort from Cooney. And the front group climbing once again. Hubrix from TFC, the Dutch rider, is being dropped. 3 seconds behind. And one big push. I think it's a BJ once again from Scotland in the front. And remember, this was the climb where RF was struggling. Now, looks like Samson from England in trouble. Okay, he still manages to stay with this front group. And at the moment it looks like RF's doing a better climb than on the first round. Indeed, it's BJ in the front. And Peñas from Argentina. We haven't named him already. Now taking over. So definitely a better climb of RF this time around. More or less steady pace. Going up this 5% climb. He just needs to stay with this group. Samson and Cooney. Also Spee and Size having to leave a small gap. Just 1 second. So nothing major. And it's Cordero and Andereggen pushing up at the front. 3 riders trying to break away. And here you see it well, Cordero in the front. Erik Stadt in 3rd position. It looks like everyone survived this climb. Group stay together. What will happen now? Because they're still pushing on at the front. At the back, Bergsen Schuster, German rider Schuster. Still two riders trying to break away. Not with a major push. RF trying to relax a bit at the back of the group. 21 riders in this front of the pack. Looks like no one in this group wants to lead the chase. So the gap is slowly increasing at the front. We've seen a lot of attacks already in this pretty exciting race. And once again, it looks like BJ is leading the chase. Also RF moving up to the front once again. Andereggen Cordero 4 seconds ahead. RF now closing in fast. Is he able to push on? Now that the road will rise, bigger inclines. Gap with the pack, 5 seconds. Andereggen and Cordero joining here with RF. 3 riders in the front. Main question, of course, is will riders get dropped in the pack? Pack stretched out once again. RF now in 3rd position. Pack is now closing in fast. BJ joins up. Now RF once again with another push. And, although the pack is stretched out, I think most of the riders will survive this climb. So it looks like 2 riders are being dropped. Oh, 3, excuse me. And also another group in difficulty. Interesting to see what will happen. BJ once again in the front. And this might be important. Another climb. Really big inclines right now, just around the corner. And not the first time in this race that we see RF up front. Trying to push on. Of course, he also knows that this is the moment where you can drop a few riders. Banks from the UK, Zwift rider being dropped. Also Mike Spey from the USA, Samson 12 seconds behind. Schmidt Millward 12 seconds behind. So riders in difficulty. We have 10 riders up front. But as the mini-map shows, the group behind is still big enough. So if they work together well, can still come back in this race. Of course, everyone in this front group needs a little breather, of course. We're pushing on this descent. And it's Schmidt Millward leading the chase in the group behind. And these 10 riders stay up front. Just take a look at the push from Millward doing 5 watts. Of course, that costs a lot of energy. Curious to see what will happen later on. Also looks like Cooney, remember the guy that bridged that gap earlier on, seems to be dropped. And what a solo effort here from Schmidt-Willward. Bridging that gap all by himself. And the group behind, 9 seconds. It looks like also that gap is shrinking fast. So if they keep pushing on, looks like they will rejoin. Gap only 4 seconds. See on the mini map they will rejoin. So great effort, but the pace in this front group wasn't hard enough to increase the gap they had. So here we see Schuster, Samson, Banks. Rejoining. So almost 24 kilometers into this race, and so far it's been pretty exciting. Many attacks, especially on those climbs, big pushes, gaps being created, and riders rejoining after they got dropped. with 18.4 kilometers left to go. I really assume that a lot of excitement is just up ahead. This race is far from over. Pace is pretty slow at the moment. You see a Portuguese rider Cordeiro 16 seconds behind, and also a Cooney. So after that amazing effort earlier on, he's now 40 seconds behind on the front group. Also Peñas from Argentina. And Marx from Germany. Those were riders that stayed in the front group for quite some time, but had to let go eventually. Seventeen riders in the front group. And the climbs just keep coming. This is the climb where RF was struggling a bit the first time round, second time was better. Now let's see what will happen the third time. At the moment the pace isn't that high. Although once again it looks like BJ from Scotland is trying to break away. Just slowly. Just enough to stretch out this group. So Size from the UK in the front, and Hogshead setting the pace. Three Norwegian riders in the front, Stenvik, Erikstad and Hogshead. You see Stenvik, black jersey, the orange Tron bike. And now Size moving up to the front. Once again, one rider being dropped. It's Schmidt Millward. In a way, this is logical. Earlier on, he bridged a huge gap all by himself, really pushing on there, doing efforts of 5 to 6 watts even. But now it looks like he has to let go. It's been a while, but now RF is moving to the front himself. Looks like he's trying to break away. Slowly increasing the gap, it seems. 4 seconds. Doesn't look he's quite sure. Drops tempo a little. Now doing a steady 3.2 watts. But the gap's increasing, so he has to keep on going. Just like we've seen earlier on in the race, it looks like no one in the group behind wants to lead the chase. So this might be the moment for RF. He's not overdoing himself. This effort seems enough to create a gap. Of 11, 12 seconds right now. And now BJ once again leading the chase. Gaps are shrinking fast. And hopefully this will create a split in the chasing group. Maybe when BJ and Stenvik join up with RF, the three riders can push together. Work a little relay and create a bigger gap. Looks like BJ is the one who will be first joining up with RF. Here he is, taking over immediately. Question is, will BJ push on? Sure looks like it, doing a 4 watts. Yep, for sure BJ is pushing on. RF needs to take his wheel. Also Andereggen is getting really close. Maybe Hogshead can join up as well. And then there's a 5-second gap. Andereggen now in the wheel of BJ. RF needs a big push to join up. Can these three riders create a bigger gap? Pretty big, stretched out group just behind. It looks like the chasing group just got bigger. Pretty interesting to see. Not quite sure what has happened there. But BJ refuses to give in just yet. RF not just in the wheel of Anregen and BJ. The gap increases just a little, 3-4 seconds. Here's Nick Vaughan from Scotland, almost joining up with his GTC teammate. He's now in a second. It looks like the breakaway's over. The back's completely stretched out, a few riders struggling at the back. And RF now just struggling a bit, it seems, or maybe he's just letting go, put himself in the middle of the group. Now that everyone rejoins. .5 kilometers left to go. And this final round, riders will face different climbs. The Richmond climbs, normal direction. So this means they will go up the cobbles this time. That might be a decisive part in the race. So definitely curious to see what will happen on Libby Hill there. Once again, pace drops. At this moment, nothing much going on. Looks like all riders need a bit of a breather. Final 10 kilometers of the race. For one rider, pace was too slow. He tries to break away. Not quite sure yet who that is. We've seen it before, no one in this group wants to lead the chase. So RF not willing at the moment. Actually think it's time to react. Stenvik increasing the pace just a little, followed by a BJ. And it's Schuster, German rider Schuster in the front. Created a 12-second gap for himself. Is this the winning breakaway? Really great effort there from Schuster. Didn't really have to push on at the start of his breakaway. Gap was slowly increasing, but it looks like now the chase is on. Andereggen increasing the pace. Of course, the finish is getting closer. So that means every breakaway is now really, really important. Andereggen trying to bridge the gap himself. Some riders now getting a bit worried by that attack from Schuster. Schuster still having a gap of 13 seconds. Once again, it looks like the tempo drops in the chasing group. 6.8 kilometers left to go. Things really start to look good for Schuster. Here he is. This group really needs to start chasing. Otherwise, Schuster might be the one going for gold. Here he is once again. Andereggen just a bit earlier tried to bridge the gap by himself. Didn't work. And for a good chase, you can always count on a BJ. Scottish rider was in the front many times in this race. It looks like even BJ doesn't have the power at the moment. 5.8 kilometers left to go. Things still look amazing for German rider Schuster. It seemed to start as a slow breakaway. Is now looking like a successful breakaway. Looks like a BJ realizes once again that this group really has to put in some power. Otherwise, Schuster is off. Now Stenvik moving up to the front. This group needs a few riders that take responsibility and lead the chase and take turns up front. Andereggen now once again. Had some time to relax, and now he's leading the chase. And they can see Schuster at the moment. It's always important for a chasing group. RF taking the inside corner there. 4.7 kilometers left to go. Schuster is not that far away. Riders can see him there just up front. Things are looking hard now for Schuster, especially when BJ pushes on. And RF moving up to the front as well. Important moment in the race. And the climb for Libby Hill is up next. Schuster tried to take the inside corner, but looks like he's completely toast. Great effort though. Too bad for him that it didn't work out. Let's wait and see if he can stay in this first group. For the moment he is. So Schuster not giving in just yet. And RF has to leave a small gap. 8th position at the moment. We're on the cobbles. Big inclines here. Hard climb. RF needing big pushes to stay with this front group. He more or less succeeds. Manages to stay with the front group, reaching the top. So, riders in front, Andereggen, Berg, Samson, Sijs, RF, BJ and Erikstad. Those are the riders fighting it out for these last 3.5 kilometers of this very, very exciting stage. What a race we've seen so far. Two climbs just up ahead await these riders. Once again, it's Andereggen at the front, trying to break away maybe. There's a 2-second gap. Got another question, is that attack from Andereggen the winning breakaway? First at the climb, is he able to put in some power just to stay up front? Some big pushes here from everyone. Now Andereggen at the back, Stenvik at the front. 7.7 watts, big push. Everyone needs a big push on this climb here or it's over. Andereggen now 2 seconds behind. Also Erikstad. What a race we've seen here in Richmond. Erikstad 5 seconds behind, and it looks like Andereggen is able to get back in with this first group. Here he is. Now Sijs moving up to the front. One final climb awaits these riders. How much does RF left in the tank for this final one? And BJ 18 meters behind on this group. Does this mean that the Scottish rider will get dropped? He was up front quite a lot in this race. No, he's not giving in. Here he is. On this orange tone bike, immediately moving up to the front. What a race and what a final kilometer. RF trying a steady pace. Things are looking good at the moment. Question is he able to hold on just until the finish? Now Sijs moving up to the front. Haven't seen him a lot in this race, but maybe he's the one. The final attack at the end. But how strong is Andereggen? In the front once again. Amazing job. Creating a gap for himself. Remember, on the previous climb, got dropped, and it looks like RF is struggling. With Samson just in front of him. And Berg's German rider 2 seconds behind. It looks like he's not going to win. But who is? I First bet would be Andereggen at the moment, really looking strong. Stenvik losing at the end there, has to drop power. NRF trying to close in on Samson. Andereggen on its way to win the stage. Samson, Size and BJ just in front of RF. What a race we've seen. With a 4-second gap over BJ, it looks like Andereggen is really close to an amazing victory. Also done a lot of work in this race. So a victory well earned. Samsung with a big sprint at the end. It looks like RF has to let go. Can Samsung reach Size and BJ? Doesn't look like it. And RF in 5th, also a good race. What a race we've seen here. Congratulations to Andereggen on a spectacular victory, followed by another rider that we've seen a lot in this race, BJ. Size in 3rd, Samson in 4th, RF 5th, Bergs from Germany in 6th, Stenvik 7th. Let's just wait for number 8. What a race we've seen here in Richmond. So many attacks, so many chases that worked out. Erikstad in 8th. I really hope you enjoyed this stage. Also Nick Vaughan, teammate from BJ, coming in 9th. A lot of great riders. So I really hope you enjoyed this stage, and we ended off with a Fortner coming in 10th. Right on!